I'm going to do a little follow-up video on the Shimoda Urban Explorer 30. I've got a lot of views on this particular backpack, and I wanted to do a follow-up. It's been about 2 or 3 months that I did my last video on it, and I think to follow up on stuff that you're using is important to people watching your channel because they want to know how it's been going. So I'm going to let you know. So the thing that I did last time with this backpack is I removed the camera cube that came with the Urban Explorer 30. And I think that what I'm fixing to describe only works on the Urban Explorer 30. So just know that going in. On the day-to-day, I don't want to carry that much gear at all. The camera gear, I don't want to carry that much camera gear at all. I do not want that much space for camera gear. And that has changed this backpack 100% for me. 100%, because there for a while I was like, this isn't going to work. Like, I can't take what I want on a daily in this backpack with the way that it came from the factory. Not to do, I mean, if you're wanting a camera bag, it was good for that. Like straight up, mostly camera bag, it was good for that. But I wanted a daily carry, and it wasn't working for that because the camera cube was too big. So I replaced the camera cube with the small one, the small mirrorless camera cube, and this cost about $75 extra on top of what you already got into the bag, which is kind of a bummer, but it is what it is. And this has made a huge difference for me in how I go about things. Carry on a normal basis in this backpack is I have my camera right here, and I usually carry the A7CR and a lens. Now it might be the 24-70 2.8 from Sony. It might be the 16-35 2.8. Today I have a Tamron 11-20 2.8. Whatever, pretty much anything will fit in here, and that's what I carry with me. One camera and one lens, and that's what I have with me, and that's enough generally on a normal basis, on an everyday basis. I find that to be plenty as far as the camera goes. Now over here I have my audio set up. I have my wireless mic here, the Rode Wireless Pro, and then on top of my camera I have the Sony plug and play mic. I don't know it's like some crazy letter number something, but I wind up using the Sony mic about 99% of the time because it's just so much easier. You just plug it in, you're good to go. And then over here I'll keep some action cameras. I have my Insta360 4, and then I have the Osmo Pocket 3 over here, a little tripod for the Pocket 3, a SD card reader. This is kind of my action camera slot, and that might change sometimes. I might have the Osmo Action. Is it Osmo Action? Whatever it is, the Action 4 in here. I might have the Go 3S in here. I don't know. It all changes from what I'm going to do. But anyway, that's my little action camera spot. Now down here on the bottom, this has been the best thing. This camera bag on itself has a hard time standing up on its own. And what I've done, and this is the trick, get you a couple pair of socks. What it does is it wants to lean forward like this. That's what the camera bag wants to do. So get you a couple of socks, wad them up, and put them down in the bottom of your backpack or towards this side of it. Wad up some socks, put it right here between the camera cube and the bottom of the backpack, and put them up towards this end of the bag. It substantially improved this backpack's ability to stand up on its own, and that makes a massive difference. Massive difference. I highly suggest doing that, and if you can't get it to do, just put more socks in there until it finally leans up like this, straight up and down. You don't have anything to worry about it. Then it'll stand up on its own. Most of the time it does it for me, no problem. Then up here on the top, again, this is where I carry my basically my wardrobe for my workouts that I do. And for me to consider this bag, it had to carry my gym shorts, 2 shirts, and my earphones. And this bag does that easily. Going with this smaller one, it opens up this top thing just tremendously, and you're able to put in there whatever you want to with no problem. It's so much easier, and you can access all this stuff from the top, which is just huge. You don't have to open this whole thing up to access your random stuff, which is awesome. Okay, now for all the little bits and bobs and stuff, I got this little Shimoda wrap they sell, and this is the three-sided wrap. I think they have a four-sided wrap, but that was a little bit too thick. And what I do is I just put all my little bits and bobs in here. I just wrap it all up in this little wrap, which is just awesome. And then I can toss it right there in that pocket, and it sits right there on top. And that works out great. Or I wish I could figure out a way where I could put this wrap just flat, like on a piece of cardboard or something, so I can just keep it like that, and then slide it down into this pocket like that, and not have to wrap it up, roll it up each and every time. But that's just something I'm kind of working on. I might have to do myself, but that'd be sweet if I could just put it on a flat piece of cardboard and just pull it out and put it back in here. But maybe I'll come up with something and charge everybody for that modification. Make some extra money or something. If you go into that smaller camera cube, you can't use side access anymore, so you don't have to worry about that anymore. Little place over here on the side, I keep a couple of pins and a flashlight. You can put a battery bank down in there and run a cord up through here and charge your stuff. I never really have to charge anything up throughout the day, and let's be honest. Am I shooting that much? No, hardly ever. But just in case, the option's there, and that is nice to have. And this front pocket, I never use it. I never put anything in it. It's just too odd for me. I just never put anything in there because it's just too odd. The last thing about this pack is it is fairly heavy for what it is, and the main reason for that is it has a metal frame. It has a metal frame in the backpack, and I believe there's a metal frame in the camera cube. See, it sits up nice, sits up by itself with the socks in front. You don't know that you like until you start using a pack with the metal frame. You get these backpacks that don't have a metal frame. You set them down on the ground and they just kind of do this. They just kind of sag, like flop. Not this one, man. Not this one. You set it down. I mean, you can. It ain't going. That is metal, bro. It is not going anywhere. That is strong. And that's the one thing I like about this packet. Even though it's heavier than maybe it should be, I feel like my camera equipment is well protected. Man, I want something that I feel like is strong, and I really do trust this bag with my camera equipment. So have another bag on the way for one reason and one reason only, and that's for my Disney trip coming up. But again, it doesn't have the metal frame, and it just kind of flops. I don't feel as my stuff as protected in it as I do as this one. This one, man, I can feel like I can just toss it wherever I want, and things will be protected. It's that metal frame is really something. Follow up on the Shimoda Urban Explorer 30. So if you have it, you maybe not really enjoying it that much, but you don't really want to carry you don't need all that space for your camera gear. Like, who needs that much stuff on just a daily basis? Nobody. Get that smaller camera cube, replace it out, change this whole bag completely for me. I love it now. Before I was like, oh, this ain't gonna work. Now I love it. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you on the next one.